Ooh, bricks and minifigs. Corrupt religion, corrupt police, corrupt justice system. Man, isn't it insane how one company has so much control over all these like government made apparatus? For those of you that don't know, Bricks and Minifigs basically scammed an old man out of $200,000 worth of Legos. And they got the police, they got people in the Mormon church, St. Ladder's Day, something like that. And they got the Justice Department in that city to work together, all three of them working together with this company to hide the crimes of scam.
Sued him under a racketeering statute. They got a judge.
This guy is evil. These two nincompoops are evil. This guy's evil too. It's so Bricks and Minifigs is kind of like a giant franchise, right? Like McDonald's, Chipotle, right? Any normal person can open their own Bricks and Minifigs, just like how you can open your own Chipotle or your own McDonald's. These guys were the ones that stole it, right? They're the ones that own the franchise. I don't know who this guy is, but this guy is the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs. He's a big boss, right? But he has nothing to do with their actions. But for some reason, this guy, his name is Ammon, he was helping these two scammers scam. He pretty much got his hands dirty, which is insane. I don't know what power or what control these two guys have to make this guy stick his neck out for these two small-time criminals. I just don't understand it.
To gag him. They went on a press tour stating that the whole thing was like manufactured viral hysteria and that the whole thing will be over very soon. Well, guess what, people? It's soon. And it is over. I mean, basically, because 2 days ago, Bricks and Minifigs marched into a Utah courtroom arm in arm with Ben Schneider, and they quietly surrendered the entire fight that they started with him.
Oh yeah, they tried to sue a YouTuber for exposing them, and they gave up.
This is not a settlement. It's a fold, a collapse. And I'm going to show you how fast and how completely they gave up and why what they kept is worth absolutely nothing. I'm America's attorney. I've been a lawyer for 25 years. I've helped over 12
Yeah, the whole police force was willing to lose their job for $200K.
In the reckless Ben case. Let's get started. To those of you watching who have not yet subscribed to this channel, I'm starting to think you're waiting for a judge to order you to do it. Well, I got bad news. That's probably not happening because of your constitutional rights. But I also have good news.
Ben has a huge chance of winning.
I don't know. The buttons.
And I think they're going to try to offer Ben, they're going to negotiate and try to pull some bullshit. Like, okay, Ben, we'll give you $1.6 million. Don't ever talk about it. Don't release part 3 of that video. I don't think that Ben is going to take it. Even if he is unethical, right? By some alternate universe, he's unethical. He's not going to take it. It's just not going to be a good look for him to take any kind of deal. So I think it's optimal for him. I think he's going to try to find some way to release his third video.
It's everywhere. The button's all around us and it's free. And it helps me keep dragging you down these legal rabbit holes every week. So please, now, just hit it.
Hit it, Joe.
Quick catch up if you haven't been on YouTube at all the entire month of June. I mean, bless you. Wow. A family in Oregon consigned a Lego Star Wars collection to a franchise Bricks and Minifigs store. The store changed hands, the new operators wouldn't return the collection or pay for it, and Reckless Ben turned it into a national story. Corporate's response wasn't to fix the problem, it was to go to war with the messenger. And on May 27th, they filed a civil RICO statute. Yes.
They tried to sue Ben for investigating this. They made it, the police department of Fort made it so hard for Ben, the investigator, to do his job and find out like what the crime that they did. They made it like they have police pull him over like every day. They try to charge him with trumped up charges. Like they're non-charges, they're illegal. I mean, they pretty much just charge him with nothing, and then they let him go and to basically waste his time to annoy him. This it's illegal. It's definitely illegal. And there was a video of the citizens having a council meeting complaining about how these cops are doing illegal arrest that can result in huge lawsuits, right? There was a case, was it in Georgia, where some woman got arrested and got unjustly arrested. Just arrested, right? And she got paid $8.2 million. So yeah, getting arrested falsely is a big deal.
The racketeering statute.
The city's gonna pay for it. It's not a big city.
Like Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly and all those really bad guys from a different era, naming Ben, his company, and the consignor's own family as defendants. A day later, they got a restraining order gagging Ben. Then 2 days ago, June 24th, both parties filed a joint stipulation, and every piece of it is a retreat by Ben. One, they asked the court to dissolve the gag order and replace it with a stipulated injunction. They're throwing out their own emergency order. Two, they asked to cancel the June 30th hearing. That would be the contested hearing where a judge would finally rule on the record whether the gag that they requested and received was even legal to stay in place for the rest of the case. They pulled that. And
you cannot take away someone's was it their second? No, that's a gun one. Fourth Amendment, freedom of speech or whatever. You cannot do it, right?
Number three, the new proposed order explicitly permits Ben to discuss the lawsuit, publish the court filings, and post commentary on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and podcasts. And I think he's even
the thing is, like Ben, the investigator, he did do some illegal stuff during the investigation. Like he had a guy pretend to be a UPS delivery person, and well, I think for USPS it's illegal to impersonate, but for UPS I'm not too sure. But to deliver like a bunch of rubber ducks to someone's house can be written as harassment. But then the amount of crimes that Bricks and Minifigs did is so big, and the difference is so huge. Like all the crimes that Ben did was insignificant, pales in comparison. So like if you want to sue Ben for, you know, a little harassment, he can sue your ass for straight up fraud, lying to the police, submitting false police reports. What else? Like collaborating with the justice system, perverting the justice system, some shit like that.
Out to comment on this video. Waiting. Ben, waiting. Just saying, if you want to.
Can you bless me with something?
Everything they sued to stop, they just authorized in writing. The company that got a
Bless
court
you or
to
something.
silence little Ben Schneider handed him back the megaphone on paper. And here's why that's a collapse and not a truce. Look at the calendar. The gag was May 28th. The total fold was June 24th. Under 4 weeks to go from, we're suing you for racketeering, to, hey, post whatever you want. Companies don't quit that fast when they're winning. They quit when every day that the case stays alive costs them more than the case was ever worth. Those 4 weeks have been brutal. You know, the GoFundMe for the family blew past $500,000. Patreon CEO.
Oh yeah, the Bricks and Minifigs, they wanted to take this money too. They were trying to sue to take this money for themselves. I didn't even know that was possible. Like you can just take people's donation money, which is odd, but you know.
GoFundMe for the family blew past $500,000. Patreon CEO went on camera and publicly refused their takedown demand. That Salem, Oregon store closed for good. And the CEO has been on a crazy interview tour where he has basically given the case away.
Stupid. This guy should never take any. This guy should never take any interviews. He's not a lawyer. He's not that smart either. No criminal mastermind would get their hands dirty. He got his hands fucking dirty because he was talking to the two franchise owners and lied to the police. Just straight up lie to the police. That's a felon right there. Right? And I'm pretty sure if he was to get subpoenaed, I'm pretty sure there's going to be even more dirt.
Where he has basically given the case away. The
Yep.
gag didn't bury the story. It became the story. It's classic Streisand. They turned a Lego dispute into a national referendum on corporate bullying, and they lost the case before a judge ever even ruled. Speaking of which, the judge hasn't ruled on this stipulation. It was such a dramatic departure from what they asked for that the judge entered some questions seeking clarification about what the parties were trying to accomplish. And since that time, the parties have gone back into court and answered the judge's clarifying questions. We can now anticipate that the judge will enter that stipulated order immediately. BAM's people will spin this. They'll say, we didn't fold, we kept an injunction. Okay. You gotta read what they kept. The proposed order still bars Ben from making threats, doxing people, which is a jerk move, trespassing, impersonating anyone, and interfering with the stores. Every item is conduct, not speech, and every item was already illegal before this lawsuit existed. You can't threaten people, you can't trespass, you can't impersonate. Well, actually...
No shit. Trespassing is by default a law. You don't need to tell someone, you don't need a court order to tell someone not to trespass. People just don't, no one can trespass. That's the law.
Actually, a few comedians can impersonate, and they're really good at what they do.
At this point, anybody could be the president.
This stipulation, this is not a court order. It's just a recap of the laws that already apply to all of us. And notice what's not on the list.
Oh, there you go.
About coverage. Nothing
It's a recap of the law.
Reckless Ben from reporting, publishing the documents, naming names, or dropping the next video. They gave up the only thing they wanted, his silence, and kept the right to stop him from committing crimes he was hopefully never going to commit anyways. That's the salvage. That's what total victory looks like when you've actually lost. So what did Ben get? He got everything that counts. The gag order lifted in writing without a year-long courtroom war. And the kicker? Ben has said for weeks that part 3 of his investigation is already finished. It's edited, it's sitting on a hard drive, and the only thing keeping it offline was that pesky restraining order. Well, the order is on its way out. The corporation spent 4 weeks.
Yeah, if he released that video, he will lose all those donation money.
And then they just signed the paper that lets it go live. Remember, they hired Denton's. That law firm is not discount lawyering. So if you wanted one image for how badly this has backfired, that's it. One honest caveat. The case isn't fully dead. They're headed to mediation, and the RICO claims are technically still on the docket. But make no mistake, a corporation that promised to crush this in court. Well, they just asked the court to let everyone go home and sort it out themselves. And then when the court had questions, they're like, no. We'll clarify it because we really want you to approve the order that we've asked for. They did not beat Reckless Ben. They got beaten by a guy with a camera, a platform that wouldn't cave, and a public, that's you, that saw exactly what was happening. You know what? It's all...
That's right. The internet won. The internet beat these corporate bastards. I hope the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs goes to prison. Because it's not only... That guy is innately evil. If you look into his past, he is innately evil. He stole this company, Bricks and Minifigs, from his father. I say stole, all right, because that's basically what he did through common sense. He sued his father in some way. He got his father into some legal proceeding and just stabbed his own dad in the back.
Also your kids, because everyone has been watching these Lego videos. What are your thoughts on this joint stipulation? Is it the cleanest corporate cave that you've ever seen, or is BAM just regrouping for mediation? Do me a favor, drop your pro se opinion down below in the comments and let me know what you think. And don't forget to lawyer up with me, America's Attorney, by hitting that subscribe button. I'll be back so soon.
Yeah. Good stuff, Ben. Fine. I can't wait for episode 3, dude. Episode 3 is gonna be so lit because he said that the third one is gonna be crazier than the previous one. It's just amazing how many injustice there is in just for like 200k of Legos. The whole police department is gonna murk themselves over 200k of Legos, and it's not something that they can hide anymore. Like it's became so mainstream now. It it could be a big fucking deal. The oh man, I think I don't think Donald Trump is gonna get involved because it has Christians, right? You know, Trump, he is quite involved with Christianity, even though he doesn't believe in it. And if he were to go against Christianity in some way, it will make him look bad. There's just no net positive for him to go against this. Unless if it's just the company alone, that's fine. But the whole Mormon group is corrupt in the city, at least, right? Every Mormon that was involved in this in the Reckless Ben video were corrupt, except for that one kid that tried to get that one dude to admit his crimes, right? That's the only innocent Mormon in there, but everybody else was fucking corrupt.